And the conditioner as a set that we have tonight on sale. I want to say this is really where it all began. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's one of the the OGs. It was the second and third. So first it was the oil, then the shampoo conditioner wasn't that far off, and that's the same formula. That's 25 years. Yeah, it's legendary, to be honest, and still winning awards. Yep. Best shampoo conditioner. I guess I was way ahead of my time at that point, but it wasn't me, it was nature. I was one of the first to just go find something, and the way I found it, I left it that way. It sounds so simple, but sometimes that's just the way it should be. This oil called Ojon, it's actually processed, harvested by this indigenous tribe of the name Tawira. When you translate that, I shortened it. People of beautiful hair, it's a lot longer. But it kind of gave me the idea, that's the X on the treasure map. Let's go see. I was supposed to go to Disneyland. So converted the tickets. Kids thought we were going to Disneyland. That's why we always laugh about it, because I'm not kidding. This is a true story. The boat we were on was a real rickety boat. So, you know, the Jungle Boat cruise? Yeah. We were on the real one with alligators. They were there. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't expect all that. I thought this was going to be pretty smooth sailing. Got on a plane that they started with a rope because the battery was dead. It was an adventure, wow. And here I am with little kids. Yeah, just me. I was gone. It was supposed to be a couple days. We thought I died with the kids, and we were gone a month.
Wow.
I couldn't find my way back. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm glad I did it.
Right?
I wouldn't be here. Yeah. And the kids still talk about it. Like, they remember it, even though they were tiny. But yeah, it was. Wow. Yeah, we were sitting there in a boat eating Spam. I didn't even know what Spam was. Spam and crackers. That's all we could find. I didn't leave with. I thought I'd be back in a couple hours. I was gone a month.
Oh my gosh, that's horrifying, but really wonderful too, because such a good story came of it. You know, and. Yeah. As I'm watching these before and afters, and again, this is just an example of what will happen to you depending on, I mean, any kind of hair, short hair, long hair, curly hair, kinky hair, frizzy hair, all of it. But most of us have a lot of residue that has been left on our hair strands for a very long time. This is actually going to help remove the residue and the impurities without stripping the hair or the scalp of the natural oils.
Yeah, when we updated, I got clever because I was looking at skincare, and I look at the scalp as the same skin that's on our face, just a little thicker, and yet hair grows out of it. But at the end of the day, if you treat it the same way, we needed to look at AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, because we use that in our skincare. So for hair care, I thought, well, what's the harm of it? Let's see what happens. And it was an OMG, because what it did was it allowed me to eliminate the surfactant, to lower the soap, bring in the fruit acids, flower acids, and that is what's removing the silicone and the buildup and giving a shine like you've never seen before without any silicone. There is no silicone in the product. Don't need it. We're using Dhatelo seed oil and kukui nut oil from Hawaii. For shine, like you go to the Polynesian Islands, their hair is always shiny, healthy. Wow. So I just look for those signs. They're out in the sun, so they must be using something. And these oils, they just attach to the hair with heat. They go in further, and you get a treatment out of it. Even the manoi. So what we ended up doing is the kukui nut oil, the Dhatelo seed oil, this little island middle of nowhere that makes this manoi for us. Basically macerated it all together. So they took all these traditions and combined it into one. So we call it the elixir, and the shampoo conditioner has it. It does, and it performs extremely well. If you are dried, fried, and I mean like you've given up, this shampoo conditioner you'll see. I can't make claims other than, you'll see a reduction in breakage instantly, but there's a reason why it wins awards 25 years later.
Yeah, still an award-winning product, still a customer favorite, and still very high in demand. I believe at this point, I know this is our last show with you since the last series of days, we have 1,000 sets left. 1,000 lucky people can get their hands on another customer pick from Tweaked, and this is the Restore shampoo, the strengthening shampoo and conditioner. The set, which typically sells for about $50, it's on sale at $26.99. It's also on 4 Flex or 5 with an HSN card. But if any of you have ever tried it, stock up while you can get this at this price. If you haven't, and you are dealing with that fried, crispy, damaged hair for whatever reason, this is 25 years later, still going
Yes.
strong, and this is an example.
Yeah, look, when it comes to, like, I remember every time I travel, this is what I bring Dhatelo, and I put them in the smaller containers. And when I get to a hotel and I don't have it, and I have to detangle my hair now that it's longer, oh my God, I feel like just getting back on the plane, going back home, because this is a disaster. That's where you end up breaking your hair. It's just bad. This conditioner, I'm sorry, but nothing can come close to it. And it's real simple. I just didn't cut any corners. It's expensive to make. I didn't want it. I'm never going to change it. It'll always be this. And it's way over, like, honestly, it's way underpriced for what it is. But I refuse. We have battles over this product in the office. I'm not ever going to change it. It is thebomb.com. You cannot come close to it. And that's why. It's good ingredients equals good results. And then delivery-wise, that's what's changed. You know, I've gotten better at delivering the ingredients into the hair, into the skin, and that's what has taken 25 years. You combine the two together, and it's magic. This one, it's got magic, and thanks, because all the awards that it's won every year, that's what makes me continue to tweak it, and it just stays relative.
It's just remarkable how, talk about enhancing shine. But, you know, the truth is, most of us especially, I mean, well, actually all year long, if you're using hot tools, most of the time they get a little too hot for our hair. And if you've seen the damage, I know it's inevitable until you learn better or know better. And I think that's what's so fascinating about listening to Dennis, and just the way he has formulated products that have made such a dramatic difference in our hair. So don't feel like it's too late. Like I've destroyed my hair, whether it's from over highlighting or chemical treatments or anything, sun damage, chlorine. I mean, just over blow drying it or using a hot tool that's just too hot. Try this. There's a reason it's called Restore. It's going to give you condition and healthy hair all over again. And I know, tell me again, just the details on Dhatelo itself, the name.
Yeah, so that's a oil. It's actually from a seed up about 12,000, 14,000 feet above sea level in the Himalayas. When I went out for Mom the first time, I was going to Nepal, the Himalayas, to look for the rhododendron anthropogen, which is the above the clouds, and this Dhatelo seed oil, as well as cherry. So a butter, an oil, and this high elevation essential oil that is just a powerhouse. They grow in these extreme locations, like extreme weather. They're not supposed to even be there, but that's what I look for, because these plants, my mom going through what she was going through, well, I looked for plants that, you know, were close to the sun. You know, when you're up that high, these plants, they're getting attacked with radiation from the sun. Yeah, and from there, even drought, they grow between little stones. There's no real soil there, but they thrive. They get smart. They're there for us. You know, they're surviving so that we can use it. And people forgot about it. I didn't, and that's what I brought back home from Mom. And that's what got me back on television again, because it did extremely well for her. She started handing it out, and it became where I'm in the garage. That's where my lab was at the time. I just kept going and going. I'm like, what is this? Here we go again. And then I ended up at a house in Sarasota, so I went on HSN.
I love it.
25 years later, I'm still here.
I love the journey. I love the journey that brought you to us. We are delighted and thrilled that you are part of our family. I see we're counting backwards. I just wanted to point out we've got hundreds of others joining us on the phones ordering. So even though you see 800 or so left, it's really more like 5. So if you want it, do it right now. That phone number or your phone up to that QR code is the fastest way to get this in your basket before somebody else gets it from you.